Motion from the back. Williams looking for a man. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Freeze! Ready, go!
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. It's Mobley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Washington. A pick 6. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Carr. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Early
the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. On the move. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Carr throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Snagged out. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Williams to throw. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. That's caught by Williams. There's a crease. A likely touchdown save After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 180. Ready, go.
Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Play fake. Carr. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Firing to the right, complete. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
Snags it, and there's running room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's Carr to throw. Pressure coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. Notre Dame was forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Williams takes a shot. On target to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's a give to Washington.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams on the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Washington. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing, Carr. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Mobley. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Rushes on him. Tosses it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Carr. Under fire. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense in press coverage. Dropping back, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Arizona State taking on the #1 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Sun Devils, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves, at the very least, of a better than 500 regular season.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the...
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Williams fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Run in the red zone. It's Washington. There's a little room there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive to...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the 2nd half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Play action, C.J. Carr. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Complete downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback making checks. Williams. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They'll give it to Washington. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Washington again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Williams. Got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The offense changing the play. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Throwing, Williams. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. At the 35, he's open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Throwing, Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Mobley. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for space. It's Walton. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Notre Dame right back to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Play action. Carr. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Carr. A little release to the back. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Irish punch back.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The run inside. It's Walton. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Now here's Carr. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Again, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Here's Carr to throw. Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Throwing, Carr. Pocket breaking down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Carr to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing right. Makes a connection. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Give to Washington again. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.